Rescue workers have found 12 boys and their soccer coach alive after they were trapped in a cave for more than a week. Laura McQuillan is watching this story for us. Laura, what are we hearing?
Well, Natasha, that incredible news coming out just a short time ago that these boys and their coach have been found with signs of life in this cave. Rescuers have been working around the clock for more than a week now to try and reach them in there. And these are some of the scenes of jubilation at the mouth of this cave. People celebrating the news that the boys have been found. We can see the army there. They've been working hard to reach them. So very happy scenes at the moment. The families also overjoyed to hear this news. Now, we don't have further details on the condition of these boys at the present time, but we do anticipate that after 9 days in there, they're going to be in a pretty hungry, dehydrated condition. And that's something that these searchers and rescuers will be taking into account when they go to bring the boys out. They have been missing since June 23rd, as we mentioned. This cave located in the north of Thailand there, you can see it on the border with Myanmar near Laos as well. And so people have been keeping vigil outside the cave across the country and across the world, of course, hoping that something positive is going to come out of this. We got that news a short time ago, and we can also show you the scene as it was announced. We saw a clip of it just before, but here's a bit more of that.
ในที่สูงอีกจุดหนึ่งเราพบน้องทั้ง13คนปลอดภัย
So searchers absolutely overjoyed that their efforts have managed to reach these boys and their coach, and now the attention turns to bringing them back out of that cave, Natasha.
Laura, it's just been an extraordinary 9 days. We've been following along. Tell us about the rescue efforts and how they unfolded.
So this all began shortly after the boys entered the cave. Their bikes were found later that day by officials at the park where the cave is located. Police arrived at the scene later that night and called in local rescue teams, knowing that the boys were believed to be in this cave. Ever since then, rescuers have been trying to find the right part of the cave and bring them out. Those efforts have been hampered due to floodwaters, rains that have caused waters to rise in the cave. But early the following day, searchers found backpacks and shoes in the cave. That gave them an indication of where the boys might be, later finding handprints on the walls there. So Thai Navy SEALs were called in. They've been joined by experts from around the world, including the US, China, Australia and the UK, carrying in oxygen tanks so they can build on those search efforts day after day. And day 9 today, they have that good news. They've found them. But what happens next? That's where we're turning our attention now. And same with the rescuers, of course. We heard from the province's governor a short time ago. He spoke to media and he said the recovery can't be rushed. He said there are still a lot of risks. If they go in without enough air to breathe or the tunnel closes down, there is still a risk. We need to do more preparation. So this is something that we'll be continuing to watch very closely for the rest of the day and the days ahead.